Good morning. It is so good to see you all here today. You may have noticed that it's a tad warm this morning. If you find yourself here in the meeting house feeling uncomfortable, we do have a screen over in Bard Hall where the AC is cool. So if at any point you feel like you need to cool down, feel free to head over there and watch.
Good morning and welcome to our in-gathering service. I'm also just really excited that we are worshiping together as one community this morning, our South Bay campus, our Hillcrest campus, those who are online. And so I just want to say, welcome in.
And our opening words this morning are from the Reverend Joan Javier Duval. You are beloved, and you are welcome here.
Whether tears have fallen from your eyes this past week, or gleeful laughter has spilled from your smiling mouth.
You are beloved, and you are welcome here.
Whether you are feeling brave or broken-hearted, defiant or defeated, fearsome or fearful.
You are beloved, and you are welcome here.
Whether you have untold stories buried deep inside or stories that have been forced out beyond the edges of your comfort.
You are beloved, and you are welcome here.
Whether you have made promises, broken promises, or are renewing your promises.
You are beloved, and you are welcome here.
Whatever is on your heart, however it is with your soul in this moment.
You are beloved, and you are welcome here.
In this space of welcome and acceptance, commitment and recommitment, covenant and connection, let us worship together.
I don't want to know about evil. I only want to know about love. You know it's getting harder to listen and harder just to use my eyes. And all around the gold is glistening, making sure it keeps us hypnotized. I don't want to know about evil. I only want to know about love. I don't want to know about evil. I only want to know about love. I'm waiting for the planes to tumble and waiting for the towns to fall. I'm waiting for your cities to crumble, waiting till I see you grow. I don't want to know about evil. I only want to know about love. Oh, I don't want to know about evil. I only want to know about love. I don't want to know about evil. I only want to know about love. I don't want to know about evil. I want peace to walk softly through these rooms.
Good morning and welcome to the First Unitarian Universalist Church of San Diego, where we worship each Sunday in the South Bay, in Hillcrest, and online.
Come up here and do my job. Go ahead.
Buenos días y bienvenidos a la primera iglesia universalista de San Diego, donde adoramos cada domingo en South Bay, en Hillcrest y en línea.
My name is Valerie Jaquis, and I am honored to serve as the president of your board of trustees. I use the pronouns she and her. A special welcome to those of you who are here for the first time. Please fill out the welcome card in your order of service.
Mi nombre es Corina Macías y uso el pronombre ella. Una bienvenida muy especial a todos los que están con nosotros por primera vez. Les extendemos la invitación de llenar el formulario en el orden de servicio.
Our community is a vital, diverse, multi-generational congregation without borders, with a mission to create community, nurture spiritual growth, and act on our values to help heal the world.
Somos una congregación compuesta de personas de distintas identidades raciales y culturales, personas de diversas orientaciones sexuales e identidades de géneros, personas de varias habilidades mentales y físicas.
We are creators of community and compassion, and though we can fall short, we're committed to practicing an affirming welcome to all.
Con espíritu de reverencia, reconocemos que nos juntamos esta mañana en la tierra de los Kumeyaay, quienes continúan viviendo en todo su territorio. Al emprender este viaje juntos, mantengamos en nuestros corazones y mentes el pueblo Kumeyaay.
In a spirit of reverence, we acknowledge that we gather this morning on the land of the Kumeyaay, who continue to live throughout their territories. May the light of this candle shine for our commitment to the Kumeyaay people and to justice and equity for Indigenous people everywhere.
Please rise in body or spirit and join in our church hymn and aspiration.
From all who dwell below the skies, let faith and hope with love arise. Let beauty, truth, and good be sung through every land by every tongue. Let todos bajo el gran sol surjan esperanza, fe y amor, verdad y belleza cantando de cada tierra, cada voz. May love be the spirit of this church. May the quest for truth be its sacrament and service be its prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge and freedom, and to help one another in fellowship. This is our aspiration. Que el amor sea la doctrina de esta iglesia, la búsqueda de la verdad, su sacramento, y el servicio, su oración. Vivir juntos en paz, buscar la verdad con libertad y ayudarnos mutuamente en comunidad. A eso aspiramos.
Good morning, friends.
I would like to invite up all of the children and youth and religious ed leaders this morning. And I would also like to encourage you, even if you don't normally come up for the Time for All Ages, if you are a children or a youth, if you could come on up with us, because we have some gifts for you. Ooh, presents. Ooh. And if you are a grown-up and brought your backpack or a computer bag or a book bag or any other kind of bag, if you want to come up and join in our backpack blessing, you can. Oh, yay. Oh, goodness, I keep moving. Before we start our Time for All Ages, this is a wonderful day when we have all of our staff here, and you'll be meeting some of them throughout the service. While we're up here with our Lifespan staff, I would like to introduce those people for you. So as I said, I'm Tony Bianca. I'm the Director of Lifespan Faith Formation. We have Laura Perdido, who is one of our RE assistants. Lara Anderson, who is our Youth and Young Adult Coordinator, and Kate Collier, who works with our youngest children and is our Program Assistant. So friends, for our Time for All Ages, as I said, we're going to do our annual backpack blessing. And we do this each year at Ingathering because it's sort of the time when most people are going back to school. I know some of you have already started back already, and that's okay. But even for those of us who aren't in school anymore, this is a time when a lot of us feel like things start up again. That academic calendar is in our bones. Some of us take books and pencils and pens and other supplies from home and to school and back and forth. Others of us carry computers and important papers back and forth to work. Some of us may carry clothes and toys back and forth from 2 different households, and others might carry some bags with crafting supplies and other fun stuff that we use throughout our lives. Whatever type of bag you have and whatever is in it, I wonder if you will let us add one more thing to it. Do you think we can fit one more thing in your bags? I also want to notice that we have our South Bay bag here today. This is the bag that goes back and forth to South Bay each week with all the stuff that we need. So if you're worried that something won't fit, that's okay, because the thing we're going to add is not going to take up any space, and it's not going to weigh anything either. But I think it's the most important thing of all to have in our bags. We are going to add some love today. Oh. And I need your help to do that. So I'm going to invite our congregation to rise in body or spirit if you're able. And if you're up here with a bag, I'm going to invite you to unzip it just a little bit or open it up. It doesn't have to be fully open. And I'm also going to invite you up here to rise in body or spirit. Now, here's the thing. We have a lot of love in this room, but we have to get it from all of out here into our backpacks. So the first thing I'm going to ask us to do is take one quiet second, maybe longer than a second, and think about a time in your life or a person in your life or something that's happened to you that makes you feel fully and completely loved. Can you take a moment and do that? Now, as we hold that feeling of just completely being loved inside of us, out here in the congregation, once I finish my directions, we're going to take a deep breath, and we're going to use our hands and grab that love out of us, and we're going to throw it up into the air. Those of us up here, once the love goes up in the air, we're going to open up our bags and catch it. And if you didn't bring your bag today, that's okay. You can just snatch some out of the air, and you could put it in your pocket or just hold it with you until you get to your bag. All right, are we ready, congregation? Summon that thought of being fully loved. And take a big breath and scoop it up. Make sure you get it all. Don't miss any. And then throw it up into the air. And then catch it, friends. Catch it. Hurry up. Whoa. Nice job. Nice job, friends. So I hope that you remember as you go forth into your lives with those bags and whatever you use them for, that you remember that you have that love in there. And if you ever have a time in your life when you're not feeling like you're loved, remember that we love you and you carry our love with you all the time. As a special reminder of that love, you're going to get some gifts when we go out to religious education. And in that bag are some supplies for your backpacks or book bags. But there's also a little pendant keychain, which I think we have a picture of. There it is. With our values from our new, or the way we describe Article 2 again, with love at the center. And thanks to Caroline Clark and Rose Van Oss for making these during the week. And you can put those on your bags. If you're a grown-up and you didn't get one, there are some out there on a table where everybody can also sign up to lead religious education. You don't have to do any prep. You just have to be a grown-up in the room with me. So feel free to stop by, grab a tag, and also sign up to help. Friends, if you can help me do one more thing, we're going to lead our congregation in our affirmation. Since we're all standing, we all stay that way. We'll say it first in English and then in Spanish. We are Unitarian Universalists, a people of open minds, loving hearts, and welcoming hands. Somos unitarios universalistas, personas de mentes abiertas, corazones amorosos, y manos que dan la bienvenida. And now I invite you all to be seated, and our children and youth and anyone else would like to join us on the patio, and we'll head to religious education.
So a few announcements this morning. As always, lay ministers are available every Sunday after the service on the patio, and this morning our lay minister is Chris Smith. Chris is available to listen to whatever is on your heart. We also have this lovely trencher full of sand and some candles. If you have a joy or a sorrow that you would like to put out into the world at any time during the service, you can go over and light a candle and place it in the sand. It's there for you. We need ushers here at the Hillcrest campus. If you would be interested in serving as an usher, welcoming people and handing them an order of service, you can sign up with Valeria. She would be lovely to take your name down and sign you up to be an usher. We are proud to announce that our coffee hour utensils are now biodegradable, so that when they decompose, they won't be putting plastic back into the food chain. But the utensils don't degrade fast enough to go right into the food waste container. So put them in the trash container, and the soiled paper plates can be put in the food waste container in Bard Hall. Thank you.
One way we live our values is by sharing our offering each week with a local organization working for justice. Throughout the month of September, our offering is being received in support of the San Diego Organizing Project, SDOP, a multi-faith network of congregations that represents more than 30,000 families across San Diego County. SDOP and First UU have been working closely together for years to best address the needs of our communities. Organizing for Justice serves as the local organizing committee here at First UU. Over the last several years, SDOP actions include support for low-cost housing, living wage, universal health care, and San Diego youth programs. Your donations to SDOP help further address the needs of our congregation and surrounding communities. You may donate this morning here in person by credit card using the dip jars, or by cash or check using donation boxes. If you'd like assistance, please raise your hand. You may also donate online on our church's websites, firstuusandiego.org. Thank you for your generosity. This morning's offering will now be gratefully received.
Gabriel Aregi. The newest member of our fabulous music team. You may have seen some folks up here today on the chancel that you haven't seen before, haven't met before. Is that right? There's some folks that are new to you. So in a bit, Reverend Kristen will be acknowledging all of our staff and especially our newest staff. But I would love it if during the coffee hour, if folks would make a point of saying hello to our newest staff members and show them some love in case they didn't get it all into their backpack during the blessing. And I see you fanning yourselves, so keep doing that. And again, if you feel like it's too much, you can always watch over in Bard Hall where the AC is cool and there is a screen for us to enjoy the service from there. You know, in New England, where Dale and I are from, a lot of those old church buildings never had heat, certainly not air conditioning. And I was guest preaching once in March. Winter goes well into March in Massachusetts, where we're from. And there had been a storm and the power was out, but they still gathered because they are sturdy New Englanders. And the minister got up and she said, "How many of you have power?" And about half the hands went up. And she said, "Okay, I want you to find someone and offer them to come to your home and take a hot shower because they don't have power and it's cold. So I'm not going to ask you to invite someone home for a shower. I'm not going to do that. But I would love it if during coffee hour, each of us could make a point of having a conversation beyond hello with someone new. Because that's really how we grow, how we allow community to flourish and grow, right? We are so glad to see our friends and our old friends, but let's keep making new friends, because that's let people who are visitors here know that we are a welcoming people. So can we do that? Yes? Okay. So it happened again this week. A school shooting. I don't know how many Sundays I have stood up on a chancel like this and said those words to the people gathered, that there's been another school shooting. 4 people, 2 teachers, and 2 students. Students Christian Arigulo and Mason Schermerhorn, and teachers Richard Aspinwall and Christina Irami. They and their loved ones so terribly impacted by this senseless violence. And all the witnesses, their lives forever changed having experienced something like that. And it's true that thoughts and prayers are not enough. But prayers are powerful. So could we just take a moment and hold those 4 and their beloveds and all the witnesses, because they're all our beloveds. Could we hold them in our hearts for just a moment and wish them comfort and peace? So much suffering in the world. And it can be hard, right, to know what to focus on. Sometimes it feels like too much and we just want to curl up and go to bed. Sometimes we might protest. You can show the next slide. This is a picture of Tel Aviv, taken just a few days ago. This was in response to the murder of those 6 hostages. And people poured out into the streets of Tel Aviv to protest the government's handling of this war, right? It was certainly in response to the death of those 6 hostages, but really it was an indictment of the government, which has been saying, hold on, we're going to take care of things. And they're saying, you are not taking care of things, right? And that they are democracy, And they can rise up just as we can rise up and protest and say, you are not taking care of things the way we need you to take care of things. But what, could you go back please to that? But what strikes me about this image is that the buildings are upright and the lights are on, and that looks like a bridge that is standing, infrastructure in place, and people with the wherewithal to gather in protest. Now you can go to the next one. This is Gaza, taken around the same time, this image. The infrastructure decimated, tens of thousands of people killed, many more injured. Those who somehow managed to evade the bombardment are dealing with serious illness. Polio is making a comeback, right? We've seen the teams of people going in to vaccinate folks against polio, something that we thought we had eradicated, is making a comeback because of the horrible conditions. You can go to the next slide. All around our UUA, our Unitarian Universalist Association of Congregations, people are gathering in services like this one to welcome folks back from summer travels. And in many congregations, and maybe here at different times in your history, there's a water communion that happens where people bring water from the places they have traveled over the summer and they pour it into a common vessel as a way of symbolizing the gathered community, and also water itself as both symbol and source of life. We have on our altar a cup. This is an empty cup for Gaza. A reminder that in Gaza, potable water, water that is safe and clean to drink, is actually being weaponized. It's being used as a weapon of war. People are being deprived of that essential item for life. And so we have this cup as a reminder that there are those who do not have just the basic elements to allow life to grow and flourish. And we add to that cup some salt, symbolizing the tears that have been shed. And we add some soil, symbolizing that hope for stability and solid ground and home. We don't need to decide who's at blame more or who's suffering more. There is suffering enough to go around. And there are children who are hungry and thirsty, and they need our care. So may this cup serve as a reminder of our prayer for peace. You can start playing. Our prayer for peace. Let there be peace. And would you just say that quietly to yourselves? Peace. Just at your own pace, peace. Peace. Let there be peace. May there be peace in our hearts, peace in our homes, peace in our schools, peace in our congregations, peace in our cities and towns, in our polling places, in our capital, in our country, in our world. Let there be peace. Amen. Blessed be. Shalom. Salam.
What a beautiful prayer to sit with, this wish for loving kindness and for wholeness and for well-being for ourselves, for everyone in this room, for everyone in the world. In Gathering marks the beginning of the church year and is this opportunity that we come to celebrate. And one of the things I think we're celebrating is that we're saying yes to journeying together for another year. We're choosing to accompany each other in the heartbreak and the uncertainty of the year ahead, as well as in the joy and in the opportunities that we can't even yet anticipate. As I look around this room at this gathered community, I am reminded of the greatest resource we have, each other. No matter what comes, we do not need to do it alone, and this is a blessing. I am especially excited to embark on the journey of this year with the support of our new staff team. Now, since last September, we have said goodbye to many beloved staff members. I want to honor there's some loss and some grief with that. But we've also welcomed into this community new people who bring gifts and lived experiences that will help us thrive and grow as a church. So I want to introduce you to some of our new folk and invite you to kind of hold applause until the end. We have quite a number of people. So I want to introduce Valeria Aguilar, our Membership and Social Justice Coordinator, Karina Macias, our Outreach and Pantry Coordinator, Lexi Polito, who is our South Bay Music Coordinator, and Gabrielle Arregui, our Collaborative Pianist and Organist. I'm also excited to share that Tomas Acosta, who now offers his gifts in a new way as he directs our choirs at both campuses. Now, these new staff members join an already dedicated, talented, and collaborative team of leaders. So I want to ask all of our church staff, anyone who works for the church, to rise in body or spirit, and let us take a moment to express gratitude to this staff team. Thank you so much. My heart is full as I imagine what's possible in this shared ministry, members and staff working together to live into our mission as a congregation, to create community, to nurture spiritual growth, to act on our values, to help heal the world. Crear comunidad, fomentar el crecimiento espiritual y vivir nuestros valores para ayudar a sanar el mundo. We're guided in this work by the core values of Unitarian Universalism, a commitment to justice and equity, transformation and pluralism, interdependence and generosity, rooted in and growing out of love. Now, this fall, there are a number of opportunities and ways for us to live our faith, but one of the ones that I'm most excited about is through the UU the Vote initiative, organizing with Unitarian Universalists from around the country to protect our democracy. This congregation has set an ambitious goal of writing 4,000 postcards to voters in swing states. We're already well on our way. I believe we distributed close to 3,000 to people who are working on them. Yes, that deserves some applause. And that's due to the work of an amazing leadership team. We also have volunteers who are phone banking about issues that are central to our faith and to fundamental human rights, like access to abortion and to gender-affirming care. Every single postcard, every single phone call makes a difference, and it builds a movement. So if you're not yet involved, I want to invite you to go out to the table on the patio after service, meet up with the First UU the Vote team, and learn about how you can get involved. So this is one way that we're going to work for justice and equity, but we also need to tend to our bodies, minds, and spirits, to remember to take time to rest and renew and heal, because the world will continue to break our hearts over and over again. So this October on the 12th, the Caring Ministry team is hosting a day of healing. Now, this day of healing includes workshops on mindfulness and soul collage, connecting in nature, sacred dance, creative writing, singing meditation, embodied healing, musical play, and simple living. There'll be activities for people of all ages, families are welcome, and childcare is available. I hope that you'll mark that date in your calendar and consider joining us so that we can have this morning of spiritual practice, of learning ways to heal our body, minds, and spirits in community. Because we know that individual healing and the healing of our world is deeply connected. Now, these two initiatives are just a few of the resources in the backpack that we carry on the journey ahead. Each of our ministry teams, our board, our staff, adds to these loving gifts that we will carry with us. Although we do not know all that lies before us in the coming year, we know that we have one another. What a comfort and a blessing to know that we don't have to do it alone, that we are more powerful and more loving together. So let us go into this new church year filled with faith and hope, with love and with joy. Blessed be. I want to invite you to rise, embody your spirit, and join in our closing hymn, number 368, Now Let Us Sing.
Lower voices will, and those who would like to, will sing with Tomas on the lower part. Upper voices and those who would like to will sing with me, and we will come in on the second iteration. Now let us sing.
Now let us sing, 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 sing. Now let us sing, 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 sing. Now let us sing with the power of the faith with me. Now let us sing.
Sing to the power of the
Sing,
hope
sing.
within.
Now let us sing.
Sing to the power of the hope within. Lift up your voice. Not afraid.
Let us
Sing to the power of the hope within.
Let us sing.
Sing to the power of the joy within. Now let us sing.
Sing, lift up your voice. Not afraid.
Let us sing to the power of the joy within.
Let us sing.
Sing to the power of the love within.
Let us sing.
Sing to the power of the love within. Lift up your voice. Not afraid. Let us sing to the power of the Lord within. Let us sing to the power of the Lord within. One time. Sing to the power of the Lord within.
Let us go forth from this place, from this moment, knowing that we are held in a love. Go in peace, my friends. Blessed be.